So as I'm standing in my living room completely naked, meat in hand and my nuggets blowing in the wind like William Wallace's here at Braveheart.
How are Sniper? Jay and Dunc, your hosts of Not For Radio. For those that have been rolling free eps and have been thinking about becoming Sniper Elite, first cab off the rank may get you across the line because it's pretty sick. But welcome along. It's been a great week so far on the podcast. Jeez,
Yes.
I've had some ripping yarns. There was one on Monday that almost ruined me. Blackout.
Today is no different. We've said this in the Sniper Elite episodes earlier this week. Is I had an interaction with a friend's wife who is definitely not anywhere near the target demographic of this podcast, and she listened to it and then was like, "Fuck, I don't know." We could not be polar opposites. Like, she's health and wellness. We're fucking unwell. We're aware of this. And
She's health and wellness and we're crook.
Yeah, she loved it and then started questioning her own moral compass. Like, I can't be the both of these people.
Yeah.
And then she, to justify it, was like, fuck, these stories are made up. and that's how she got her head around it. And then she's like, arrived back at the same spot as what she started. She's like, I don't even give a fuck if they're made up. It makes me feel really good. And she's in a very serious line of work. So it's great to have everybody from wherever you are listening to this cacophony of chaos.
Yeah, and also this week as well, you'll notice on Spotify that video content is now being uploaded to Spotify. So if you use Spotify to watch podcasts, hello. And we're going back through the back catalogue for videos because there's fucking some outrageous stats saying 60% of all podcasts get watched. As opposed to plugging in the old earphones.
On the pod today, one of the most cracking auto sex episodes that we've probably been sent, only to be possibly outdone by tomorrow's one. We've let that really slip.
Also outline possibly the worst use of your money if you wanted to get Jay to open, like a restaurant or any new thing that requires a countdown. We're just going to steer you out of employing Jay.
The rock star that went on a 3-day bender and ended up on stage with sunglasses glued to his head, off his head on a piece of cardboard. Kids seeing ghosts, smashing your own car to bits. What more could you fucking want?
I'll tell you what, trip to see us in September would be alright, wouldn't it? We'll start there.
Just found this pod, and as Gandhi rightly said, better late than pregnant.
Okay, here's this announcement. This is huge. If you're Sniper Elite, you would have heard this earlier in the week. We like to look after the Sniper Elite. It's the best way of supporting us, becoming part of the top brass, which basically means you get double the amount of episodes that are available right now. You also get double the amount of episodes moving forward. You also get ad-free, and you get the chance to win exclusive prizes. And the one we've got for you is pretty sick.
Yeah, I've basically been teasing this for about fucking 3 years now, and I'm glad that it's finally coming to fruition. So the whole point of the Sniper Elite and having the subscriber thing, because a lot of people go, I cannot be fucked having another subscription as a part of what is going on. This is literally the cost of a beer a month. And as a result of that, we've managed to accrue enough funds in the little kitty to bring out not one, but 2 sets of mates to the Rock 2000 live event here in Auckland, New Zealand. Mid-September is when it's all going down. So from wherever the fuck you are on the planet, I don't care if you're in the back blocks of the Tig Forest in Russia, or if you're in Nova Scotia, or if you're in Patagonia, or if you're in fucking Antarctica. We are locking in, and we'll be picking 2 people, and then they'll bring 2 mates, and we'll put you up, hotel accommodation, bring you along to the biggest event that we do in the year here in New Zealand, the Rock 2000 live event. The biggest 2000 rock songs counted down as voted by you from across the planet. There's something like, just to give you an example, there's 160 odd countries.
More.
Oh, more?
Yeah. It was crazy. It was 170 or something.
Fuck. That was streaming the Rock 2000 when
Not
we're
North
doing.
Korea. We'll try again this year.
Yeah, so chances are wildly excited if you're listening to this in North Korea. But from wherever you are in the world, basically, we made the commitment. This is what we want to do. We want to connect people. What's better than hearing us and seeing us on a clip is face-to-face having this conversation, us sitting down, breaking a bit of bread, having a couple of tubes, and talking absolute shit. Everything is on the table. So there is nothing off the table. This is an exclusive opportunity, and that's what fucking excites me, because that's what we've always wanted to do with this.
Oh, man, I'm super excited. So it could be I guess you've got to start thinking about, we mentioned this earlier in the week, start thinking about who you would take with you. And say, for example, you've got somebody else that you banter with hard about Not For Radio, the podcast, you love it. Make sure they're Sniper Elite as well, because that will double your entries. Now, when you listen to the Monday and Tuesday episodes, as of this coming Monday, you will find out how to enter the competition. And for every episode you listen, you'll be able to get another entry.
And it's a short, it's a fucking short run-in.
Yeah, how long are we doing it?
We're doing like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
So you've got, that's like...
Pull finger.
Yeah. See, I love the ramshackle, awkward chaos that we create here. But yeah, 2 weeks is all we're taking entries for, and then the following week we're calling someone, letting them know that we're booking their tickets from where the fuck they are on the planet and bringing them out here to New Zealand. And there's a large number of people that have never been to New Zealand. There's a larger number of people that want to come to New Zealand, and there's even a larger number of people that cannot afford it or can be fucked coming all this way on their own buck, and that's why we're doing it.
And the best thing is as well, we'll consult with you when you book your tickets. So if you'd like to stay in New Zealand longer, I mean, it's a fucking long way to go potentially for people when they win this.
If, for example, you win this from Spain, that is directly opposite us on the planet. If you drilled a hole through, that's where you pop out. You could not come from a further place.
So if you want to, spend another 10 days in New Zealand and, max out the credit card, then go home, then we'll just sort out those return flights.
If you want to take in a little bit of Hobbiton, if you want to take in, you might even get a little bit of late spring skiing. Maybe when you want to go hunting in the deep south and get yourself a spring tar and do a little piece for conservation. Maybe you want a road trip around the whole coast. Maybe you just want to rent a Harley and blitz it from the nose to the toes. It's only fucking 1,500 kilometres long, mate. You can do it in 2 days.
Oh,
it's a hell of a spot.
So much sick stuff you could be doing.
Yeah.
So super excited to announce that. We're pumped we could give back. Speaking of as well, worth mentioning, I don't know if we're supposed to, but if you are currently subscribed as a Sniper Elite through Apple, they take 30% of everything. They're quite greedy. If you do it through supporting cast, it's like a lot less.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about, you could end your Apple subscription, then jump over. That would be awesome, meaning the world to us. It's just, I don't know, do they need any more money? Probably not.
No, and there's also a massive discount at the moment, 50%. So obviously first month's free and then 50% of whatever you get. So if it's a month or a year or whatever the fuck it is, you end up locking in.
Is that correct, Tegan?
Just a month. Okay, first month's 50% off.
Anyway.
First month's free, second month's 50% off.
Just when you go to check out, the link for it is in the description because we want as many people to get amongst this and enter the code Not For Radio when you sign up. Do it through Supporting Cast. It'll punch you onto the Rover app if you haven't checked it out yet. That's legit. That's our app here at work or the website there. And then once you go through that process, wherever you get your podcasts, you will then get the Sniper Elite episodes and unlock 250, 60 or something like that.
I'm super excited. We've had the Beaches came out from Scotland to visit us. We had another couple that were from the UK that are jockeys out here that came out to New Zealand just to catch up with us, which is awesome. They're now based in Bulls, which is unbelievable. It's unrecognisable for the place if you travel through it.
And like we always say, if you are coming to New Zealand, reach out. We'll show you through the studio, show you through the podcast studio, and just make you very welcome. We want to meet you all. And this is quite an extreme and expensive way of doing it, but we're fucking keen. We hope you are.
Yeah, and this is a proper lock-in situation. When you get out here, our undivided attention will be predominantly placed upon those winners that come out, because it's pretty special, and it'll be as much as you want to hang out with us or not. There's going to be dinners, breakfast, lunches, fucking very long sessions after hours. I'm very excited. I love to see this.
I can tell you're adding extras in.
Yeah, throat's getting a little bit croaky already. We've got everything, mate. If you want to ride a dinosaur and get a pet kiwi, fuck, got those as well. Sweet.
Yeah, man, take it home.
Totally.
Carry on. Kiwi's gone, carry on.
Easy.
Endangered species. Just taken through the airport, no drama.
Some of this may or may not be true. T's and C's apply with everything in life.
The All Blacks are playing on the Saturday night too, which our national rugby side sold out Eden Park, which is the Garden of Edens, the crown jewel in New Zealand when it comes to sporting events.
Yeah.
And I believe that is not sold out yet, so it is sold out.
It is sold out.
All right, Jay's going to have to give us a hand shandy to somebody under an overbridge in town, and we'll try and get some tickets to that potentially as well.
Start moisturising.
Or just go on Travago, mate. Is it Travago?
Nah, fucking Viagogo, those thieving bastards. Or just go to a pub and watch it. Give a shit.
Yeah, yeah. turns out there is people in New Zealand that will be at pubs that love drinking, and it'll be a great watch. Anyway, get amongst. As of this coming Monday, you will be able to find out where to enter and how to enter, and I can't wait to see who wins. It is going to be so sick.
Attention, snipers! Gear up and hold your positions. It's time to load up some war stories. Your tales from the front line, brought to life. Prepare to fire.
I am so excited about my one today.
Yeah?
Because we've got a cop who is anonymous. Because I was literally having this chat on the boys' chat group, and they were like, fuck, Dunk, you need to get more firefighters and more army blokes on and just real people, fucking hectic stories. I was like, the issue is we can only get them when they've retired.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't talk about it. And if you're retiring, normally you're burnt out and don't want to do a fucking podcast with Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, if you are a cop that is no longer in the force, from wherever you are in the world, by all means, fucking tip in.
And also, if you are, serving in any of the forces or first responders or whatever, all that crazy stuff that happened in your career is most likely just background noise to you now. But try and put the filter over, if someone was listening to it, would they find that crazy? Because there's bound to be a heap of stories up your sleeve.
Start with just think of a hectic situation that happened, and if you were to start the story with, have a fucking go at this, and then insert hectic story.
And again, link in the description of this episode. So, this is from the UK. Drugs are bad, okay? How are fellas and fellette? I'm a cop in the northwest of England in one of our many medium to large forgotten mill towns. It's low on jobs and opportunities, which makes it high on drugs, alcoholism, and general fuckery. People don't live here as are left here with their problems. They either fix them or make them everyone else's. Anyway, laptop Jay. Anyway, because no one has any money, drug debt enforcement is a regular thing. Maybe it was mine.
No, it wasn't mine. Mine's off.
You might think it's mad that police get called to sort out arguments between buyers and dealers, but that can turn quite nasty if you're not quick, and some of these people are in the basement below rock bottom. There are more than a few regulars on my patch walking around with a finger or two missing or a permanent limp. This particular story involves a regular who has often snorted checks his body couldn't cash. His account has come due a few times, and it's only been by the speedy intervention of the mighty Thin Blue Line that he's not joined the Down a Digit brigade. It's 3 a.m. in the dead of winter, and an otherwise steady night shift is punctuated by a report of a man smashing the shit out of a car with some kind of metal object. The street is packed with users, and lucky old me is right around the corner, so I pop off to save a pinky or two. As I get onto the street, I see the offender brandishing a turf cutter. He's on the bonnet of a car, raining blows down onto the roof, windshield and bonnet. Looks like someone is in deep. The wing mirrors are gone, as are the headlights and the driver's side window. I drag my taser and run my red dots over him. Now, if you don't know, tasers have 2 red dots for the probes and a torch. My muzzle goes over the fella and I clock a pair of shriveled bollocks and a shy little sausage. Obviously, this job was too important to waste time getting dressed for. But either way, something is a little bit off, and I'm not just talking about his package. The lad is frittering away, hasn't even clocked the 2 cops pointing a 50k Volt gun his way, and can't hear a bloody word we're saying. Then my op says to me, "Fuck, is that James?" I've called him James because that's not his fucking name. Whilst a good yarn, he's still got my sympathy here. James hears this, turns to face my colleague and drops the turf cutter. He's heaving with sweat and his eyes are popping out of his head, so I take the initiative and bundle him to the ground where we cuff him up. We call for an ambulance and try and keep a lid on him best we can. The ambo pulls up and starts taking a look. Then from behind us we hear a woman shout, "James! What the fuck have you done now?" And then the customary, "And you pricks can let him go. It's just a bit of acid." As it turns out, this was James's girlfriend, who had done a fucking terrible job of keeping an eye on him, whilst he drained what I can only assume to be a Bible's worth of acid. James has heard the soothing tones of his lady love and starts to be a little bit more relaxed. I figure that he can't be dealt with for smashing up the car until he's back on this planet, and I'll run the registration through the system to get some poor sod's name. Then I can pop by later. A moment's pause, and then it turns out James has managed to commit GBH against his own car. Well fucking done, James.
You idiot.
Fucking James. Considering the whole matter dealt with from a policing point of view, we made sure James and his toothless beau got to the hospital safely and then left. And after all that, his girlfriend still had the cheek to ask us, "Who's going to pay to fix the car?" Moral of the story is, if you're going to be dropping acid, make sure you've got an observant girlfriend or no car. Up the UK police and up the fucking wires.
Oh, that's great stuff.
What a treat. What an absolute treat.
Man, it would be so tough. I've got mates that are in the police force here, and they tell me stories that I'm like, man, fuck that. We've got a distinct lack of police officers. Just one of the major criminal organisations here in New Zealand has 3 times the number of gang members than we do New Zealand police. And that's just one of them. And that's like a number of them. So they're literally playing whack-a-mole the whole time. And every single time they turn up to have a conversation with someone, they're just met with aggression. And they're met with the
Unless
worst.
you get people further up the food chain.
But not even that. It's just, you're just dealing with fuckery the whole time. And I'll be the first to admit, I don't enjoy getting pulled over by police officers. I don't enjoy getting pulled over on my motorcycle. But you don't get pulled over unless you fucking do something wrong.
Yeah, and the reason you don't enjoy it is because you fucking hate being called out for doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And then you're embarrassed.
That's it. And the embarrassment turns into
Anger.
Well, what about fucking that guy? He just went past faster than me and fucking
Should be
missed
some of
him.
that fucking black BMW that was 100 metres in front of me.
Yeah, why don't you go and fucking deal with some real crime? That same shit they get over and over and over at the same repetition as a cab driver gets, do you like cricket? Whereabouts are you from? It's
Busy
just,
night tonight.
fuck
Just here, thanks, mate. So, yeah, hats off to anybody in the front line or in the forces. My next story, which will be read out tomorrow on the podcast, has a title. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
Danger Wank. And on that, I saw someone comment on the Sniper's Nightmare Facebook page yesterday saying they had a mate who tugged one off at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
And the toilets. So not that dangerous.
Yeah. What if he went up there with the intention of having a wank on the top of the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
I think his nickname was Tugger, so I'm assuming yes.
Man.
Just a well-planned one. Waited a couple of days for it, loaded it up, didn't want it to take too long. Good on you, mate.
Not for radio with Jay and Dunc. Hosts accept no responsibility for injuries caused while listening to this podcast.
How the fuck are we encouraging people to just wank in specific
you're not pro-wanking?
monuments? I'm massively pro-wanking.
Yeah, well,
just in the
it
fucking
lands.
comfort of my own shower, you know?
Full American Beauty. Kevin Spacey.
I was looking to the ceiling
Midlife crisis.
and fucking rose petals dropping down on me the whole time. It's great.
So a really quick message from Tony Quick. Ahoy, snipers. After listening to the potty about the paranormal, I thought I'd share the reason I know for sure there's something after death. When I was 10 years old, my best mate, called Nick, we were inseparable at primary school and did everything together. Problem was we ended up going to different secondary schools. Sad times, but you move on quickly when you're 11. A couple of years later, Nick was tragically run over and killed on his way to school.
Fuck.
Fast forward 30 odd years, and I've now got a wife and a 5-year-old son. My son needed a passport, and in the old days, you had to go into a photographer to get your passport photo done. The partner of the photographer was Nick's mum, and she was in charge of the booking you in and getting you ready for the picture. As she called my 5-year-old lad into the room for his go, he stopped in the doorway and pointed across the room and said, "Isn't it that boy's turn next?" Yeah, you guessed it. The only people in the room were him, her, and the photographer. Be kind in the comments, people. I wasn't high or drunk on my children's lives. This is a true story.
Wow.
It could have been a random kid. How do we know it was that kid?
Well, I don't know. It's strange that a kid's hanging out in the place where his mum is.
Yeah.
I reckon
I love that shit.
I've got a theory on this, and it's obviously got a fuckload of holes in it, but there is something that we do as adults where we explain things away so that we feel smarter in every situation. And I think when kids are born, they've got this innate, because they haven't been told anything different.
No,
like
man.
if you would imagine like a zone around a person. So say, for example, as an adult, you are calloused to life. You don't look anybody in the eye and fuck you and no good mornings and this, that, and the other thing. You just become this calloused arsehole, which has just been layer upon layer of society wrapped upon you. But when a kid pops out, they're fucking brand new. They don't know any of that shit. They don't know what rich and poor is and what race and all the rest of it is. And so they're open to all of these things. And so therefore, they're much more likely to have interactions with that sort of thing, paranormal activity, or just be able to see something that adults don't see because you put all these different lenses over your eyes in which you judge the world as you walk through it.
I just want to lay this out there. This podcast is 100% a safe space for those yarns that you can't explain away.
Totally. I love that shit. And because we
don't need answers. Like
fuck no.
You just go, holy shit. Like, I believe that his kid saw somebody in that room. The only reason I see it is like, well, was there any other details that you knew it was definitely a kid, or it just happened to be a kid? Like, it's when a dog just barks in the corner of a room looking at something. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, and I love that too. It's one of the things that I like the most is not actually just asking the question and sitting with the question and not trying to formulate an answer to it. I love that shit, just because then it lets you think.
Humans feel like they need to know everything.
Totally.
I think it's good just to, like you say, ask the question.
Yeah, and not
expect to find an answer.
Because it used to be. There used to be This is me fucking sounding boomerish, but pre-phones, you'd have a conversation and you'd be both clawing at little bits of information that you had to stitch together something that was reasonably close to an explanation. And you'd generally, more often than not, get to the end of it and go, fuck, I don't know, pretty out of it though, eh? And now everyone's like, I'll Google it. I'll fucking Google it. There it is. ChatGPT, AI fucking says this, that, and the other thing. There's no wonderment.
There was a real transition period for those people that were 100% full of shit, but you weren't 100% sure that they were full of shit. You know, the ones that talked absolute rubbish at the pub, said it with conviction. You would have been great at it. And then people transitioned into having smartphones and they kept getting fucking called out.
Yeah. But I said
the art of a great story is lost in that too.
Because I'm sure I saw this was, we were in Christchurch over the weekend. We went to this, Christchurch is hissing.
I told you.
Absolutely hissing. The setup was amazing. We went to a restaurant down by the river. It's upstairs called King Snake is the name of the restaurant. It's fucking delicious. Anyway, so we're sitting there. We walk past and there's fucking Christians for Israelis and then the Palestinians on the other side of the big archway, the memorial archway. I was like, oh, get fucked. And then there's in between the two is the wizard. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, he's made a comeback.
Yeah, so the wizard was there, and then people were taking pictures with him. So we walked
just
past
quickly
and
give reference for the international listeners to the wizard. The wizard was employed by, I believe, Adelaide University in the 70s, and he was part of a living art project. And
he's called James. He's the guy that fucking smashed his car.
So he dresses like a wizard, and his idea is part of it, and it was funded for many years. He would go into the square and just
perform acts of wizardry.
Yeah, well, no, he wasn't doing tricks and shit. He was just more doing spoken word stuff. And he would get a bit of a crowd around him. He'd stand up on a ladder and he'd have a big friggin' wizard hat on and stuff. And then he just became so part of our society that it was the art project that never finished. And then he was employed by the Christchurch City Council.
Yes.
Who then paid for him up until about 10 years ago. And then they pulled it out from under him. And then he sort of retired, and now he's obviously going back for a one last hurrah. Yeah, so I was like, fuck, I thought he was dead, and then because he used to drive around in a Vita Beetle that had two front ends welded together. Yeah. So they looked both. He could drive them both ways.
Yeah, so which is classic, and then which is very wizardry, very fucking Hogwarts of him. And so I was like, I'm pretty sure that he gets paid north of $100,000 a year to be the wizard, and that's why they kind of found it when they were going through the counts. Someone was going through the books and was like, what the fuck? Anyway, so instantly my missus is Anna Reeve is fucking attached to Google. She's plugged in. She's part of the Matrix. She's like, bullshit. 16 grand a year was what he topped out at by the city council. I was like, how the fuck is he living on 16? And somebody else had donated him a house or a back house or something that he lived in, which wasn't far from the square. So he didn't really pay for shit.
Yeah.
So he managed just to eke out a living by people kind of donating and funding and being part of the arts world. So he'd be taken care of.
Like,
yeah.
how many cities have wizards?
Yeah, but he's still going. Fuck, I couldn't believe it.
Great.
Hey fellas, when that fizz level's getting low, that cheese is about to slide right off that cracker, chuck on some Jay and Dunc. Not for radio. It's the runaway for your ear holes. Up the mother hickin' wow.
Mean. Do you know
Run
what?
away for your ear holes is a great call.
Yeah, that is. I like that. So I just want to quickly say, how fucking good is it that Oasis have done as many concerts as what they've done? No hiccups, great reviews.
Because, I mean, we're going in Melbourne. So,
And everyone's laughing at me. I keep getting people
Yeah.
talking to me. They're like, they're not going to fucking make it there. They'll blow up before them. But they kind of just it seems to be working.
pretty seamless. Everyone that I know that's been, there's a whole bunch of crew that went to the one in Manchester, and they said it was fucking all time. Bucket sales going through the roof. Every man and their dog's running an Oasis bucket at the moment.
So I'm just having a look, and there was, if you scroll through the Sniper's Nightmare Facebook page, if you're not a part of that, there's a community for this podcast. There was a couple of people that went to the Wembley gig, and they just said it was fucking unbelievable. I love seeing a sold out Wembley. What a place! I'd love to
impressive.
go there one day.
I would say that when I'm fucking hissing, I'm better in a live capacity.
Really?
Yeah. The best I've ever operated, I reckon, in front of 36,000 people at Rhythm and Vines, and fuck me, I was hauling.
I wouldn't want any part of it. That would be my fucking worst nightmare.
Jeez, it was good. Yeah, and same sort of setup too. I got the last minute call up to do the countdown, for which everything was timed off me. And you know me and countdowns, I'm not fucking any good at them.
Jay, for those that don't know, Jay
Yeah.
controversially opened up a mall here, a multi-million-dollar brand new shopping mall, and whipped out a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, which no one had ever done before. 0! It was so weird.
Iconic, some would say. But yeah, it wasn't too dissimilar with the countdown for New
Did you
Year's.
drive all the way back and were you just like, fucking hell, what are you doing with your life? Like, as you drove the hour and a half drive back to Auckland, like,
I was living up here then, eh?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
You drove down in the morning to open the thing up. It wasn't long after you'd started working with us. I
Yeah.
think.
No, see, I'm water off a duck's back, eh? I just don't ever think about things like that. I don't ruminate.
But to be fair, it is now so much more awesome that you did that than ended it at 1.
3, 2, 1.
It would, like, the opening of
0.
that mall would never get another fucking whisper spoken about it. But because you semi-fucked it up,
Yeah.
it is just so much better.
It's a massive bit of kit. It was a huge production too. It was cool because it's
How many people were there?
oh fucking thousands. It was huge. And my a guy I used to go to school with is a kayako at a full immersion Māori primary school there. So they had full kapa haka. And when I said, he was just standing in my eye line next to the kapa haka group, just shaking his head in disbelief. He's like, fuck, man, like, we're doing so good. We've made it from these small country towns to these big occasions. You're fucking dragging us down.
You had one job,
Yeah.
and you were getting paid good money for
Yeah.
that job.
And same with the countdown for Rhythm and Vines. It was like, they're like, you're doing the countdown. And so obviously time whistles past when you're in certain states. And so same thing, someone came running out to me, like, where the fuck have you been? We're going to do the countdown. We're like almost at the end of changeover. So it was Shehead into Carl Cox.
Yeah, great.
So it was like one of the greatest, it was one of the greatest, like 11 till midnight sets, and then midnight till 1 was Carl Cox. And so Shehead was doing the change out, and I was just enjoying Shehead. And so when they finished, I was meant to get up there because they'd timed the finish to them. And so I was just in the fucking zone, just enjoying the music. And then so they scrambled around and found me. And so I got up there, and everyone's like trying to do their own countdowns in the crowd, and they're like, just drown them out with the microphone. So I
And
got up
Jay's
there,
like,
it's
all right, motherfuckers.
so it's like, look at all you beautiful people. Just fucking steam coming off me like a screaming kettle, and fucking let's go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, fireworks and shit.
Do you start at 5?
Yeah.
Also
well,
controversial.
we couldn't because it was
Better than doing a 10, 3, 5, 9,
That's
2,
that's
8.
pretty much the dyslexic old McDonald that was going on in my head. But we're
Happy fuck yeah!
it was about 3 minutes past midnight anyway at this stage. So yeah.
Oh man.
Moral of the story.
You didn't try to sing Old Lang Syne, did you?
Nah, fuck, I wouldn't even know where to start. Jaw swinging around
Just
my
up
head.
there, skinnamarink-doo, skinnamarink-doo. Like, oh no, fucking someone get him off. Give it the fucking, do the Bartman, like the hook
Big
around the
hook.
neck.
Big stage hook.
Okay.
Shepherd's pole.
Let's wrap up the war story. We've got that much correspondence that we've been meaning to get to. Let's go a little bit heavy on some of your messages that you've been sending us tomorrow on the podcast, because...
Oh, fuck.
Okay, final war story, then we'll do the winner.
Snipers, reload. Another war story incoming. Eyes on target, scopes dialed in. Let's see who hits the mark.
Oh, I'll stop you there, Jay.
I've got Danger Wank.
Have you?
Did you do the Shimmeranky Dunky Dunk?
I've got Danger Wink too.
Jay's Danger Wank's been on there for weeks.
Oh! We'll go back-to-back Danger Wanks. One today and one tomorrow.
Let me read mine as you read yours, and I'll know very quickly if it's the same story.
It is definitely not the same story.
2 Danger Winks. So
Yep.
I've got a triple through. Okay.
Okay. This is from... Should we use first and last name? Dalton McKnight, because that's his fucking name.
Executive decision, was it?
What's good? I don't know. We'll
That's a
see.
bloody big call from someone in the promo team.
What's good, fellas? Got an injury for you that you might get a kick from. Came home one night from a full day of hard work, and like many normal single men, without the touch of a woman, I decided to give myself the old tug-a-lug.
The old tug-a-lug.
But tonight was different. I wanted to be adventurous. Really have a go. So instead of leaning back in my recliner and shaking hands with Ben Franklin, I decided to do it standing up in my living room. Very daring. Are you a sit down, lie down, stand up kind of guy when you're...
Anywhere, mate. Anywhere. Upside down, inside out. Fucking let's go.
Have you had one on all fours?
No.
There you go. Neither. Should probably point out that I own a 2-year-old cat that weighs approximately 6 pounds, who thinks he weighs 3. The fat ass is remarkably fast and agile and likes to attack swinging objects. Oh, fuck, here we go. Needless to say, I was not privy to this. So as I'm standing in my living room completely naked, meat in hand and my nuggets blowing in the wind like William Wallace's hair at Braveheart, I felt an agonisingly sharp pain on the bottom of my scrot, followed by a downward pressure. My cat had sunk one claw through my sack skin, and I could see it sticking out the other side. It's like a fucking
scrope piercing.
like a feline earring. I now have 6 pounds of arsehole hanging onto my beans. I tried to throw them off. And in the process, I tripped over my coffee table. Now, instead of being a normal person and catching myself with my hands, in my infinite wisdom, I continued to hold on to my now shriveled knob, and in doing so, my knee stayed with the coffee table as I fell, completely dislocating my upper leg from my lower leg.
The visuals.
Oh, fucking hell. You'll laugh. Okay, Terry. Sorry. I completely dislocated my upper leg from my lower leg, tearing all the tendons in my knee and ankle. And to make matters worse,
Ankle. Fucking hell, this is a shambolic wank.
To make matters worse, my cat ripped himself out of my ball bag, causing a 2-inch tear.
Oh! It just gets This is...
My neighbour heard me scream and thud the floor below and called the emergency services. They showed up to me laying on the ground, holding my nutsack, together with one hand and the other trying to straighten my leg that was currently bent in the wrong direction at 90 degrees.
Oh!
It's like an erection with your leg. Fucking nothing happening downstairs. I look like a fucking hieroglyph. Oh, fucking hell. 6 months of surgeries, another 2 years of rehab, and a year off work. Still the most amazing wank of my life, boys. So sweet as. Have a great one, guys. Fuck me, that is brutal.
Oh, yes. Fuck. Oh, fuck, I needed that.
Just about sweated through me fucking, me fucking
my
Bond's
God.
chesty.
Shit, bro.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I can do another danger. I'm going to wait for tomorrow.
No shit.
I need a fucking breather. This is going to kill me, this podcast.
I need to
One
do-
day I'm going to go. I'm going to go midway through this. I'm going to blow my ticker up and fuck, that'll be the highest rating one that we do.
If I don't get on a fucking treadmill soon, I'll be the same.
Shit. That was great.
Take your victory lap, soldier. You've earned your stripes.
I mean, I love the cop one, but
Yeah.
Jesus, that was something else. That's going to be the worst wank of all time. And then he still called it one of the greatest.
Fuck, what a legend. A cat swinging off his nuts and folding his leg the other way. a whole year off work for
That
a
was
wank.
longer. It was 18 months. It was a year of surgeries. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so if you are half listening at the start, we did ramble on a bit, so hopefully you got the message. But we have the chance, if you become Sniper Elite, there's a link in the description. Do it through supporting cast. Less than $1 a month. You unlock all the episodes, another $2.50, ad-free, all that jazz. And then as of Monday, you'll be able to, for every Sniper Elite episode, get yourself in the draw for a trip for two to Auckland City, New Zealand, to see the end of the Rock 2000, hang out with us, get put up in some main accommodation, and we've got 2 of these trips to give away.
Incredible. From wherever you are on the planet. That's the most exciting part for me. And we actually get
I
to
want
hang
to
out.
strike Antarctica off the list. It's going to be
Yeah.
fucking niggly to order a Hercules plane to get him back.
We had someone that was listening to this 1,000 nautical miles away from the North Pole, which is the closest.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's impressive.
do that. That'll be awesome. It's the best way to support us to continue making this style of content. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'm going to go and have a brisket salad, which is like an oxymoron.
I'm going to go and have a standing wink near a cat and see if I can replicate that.
Go well. Go long.
And up the wires!
Up the wires.